With the crypto market pulling back over 7% in the last 48 hours and talk of altcoins going to zero, I thought in today's video I would highlight 10 top altcoins that I think are going to do really well in the next bull cycle. In today's video, we're going to highlight 10 altcoins with strong teams, great tech, and are well funded. If you enjoy this sort of content, mash up that like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. Right, let's get to it. So the first project that I want to call out is Polygon Matic. This is one we got into super early, but I would consider this now a blue chip crypto project in my opinion. You can let me know what your thoughts and opinions are in the comments below. Loads of partnerships, more come in. We just recently had Starbucks as a partner, and Polygon Matic are going to support with their loyalty scheme, you know, surrounding their coffee shops. So for me, this is fantastic. I really do like Polygon. I think it's going to go from strength to strength. Now, don't get me wrong, there are many other layer 2 protocols, and obviously Ethereum, you know, scaling Ethereum, and obviously Polygon is a layer 2 protocol, right? And I just can't see any of them currently, you know, eating massively into, you know, the market share that Polygon has. But, you know, there's going to be one or two gems in there, right? And if you're interested in, you know, some of these other projects, I do project reviews for our Patreon members, so do check out the Patreon membership. Link is in the description of this video, and do jump in our Discord. Again, link is in the description. It's absolutely free to join our Discord. Over 4,500 people supporting people navigate the space safely 24/7, so it's a fantastic place to be. We've got a fantastic community. But, you know, back to Polygon, I think, you know, there's some fantastic projects trying to eat into the space that, you know, basically is owned by Polygon currently. I think this is a project that's going to go from strength to strength. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on Polygon in the comments below. Currently down 8.20% at 85 cent 39, ranked 12th by market cap. I am literally pulling out what I think are the top 10 strongest and safest projects. Now, I'm not encouraging anybody to go FOMO into any of these projects. I do expect lower lows. I'm really just trying to put them on people's radars. A lot of these you will know already, but, you know, I want to give my take on these projects, right? And you need to go away, you need to go do your own research and, you know, find out which one of these 10, if any, resonate with you. And there's projects that are really, really strong that I really do rate that didn't make this list because, you know, it's a risky environment and I want to pick out the ones with the least amount of risk. So Polygon for me is right up there. It's got to have made the top 10 for me. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Moving on, and it just has to be layer 0 Polygon Matic. And obviously, you know, talking about Web3, now there's lots of projects sort of using I guess the buzzwords Web3 and so forth being one of those, right? Interoperability being another, and you see all of these buzzwords, but I do think that there's an awful lot underneath the hood when it comes to Polkadot. I think this is a project that's going to do really, really well. I'm interested to get your views and opinions on it. I do think this is a strong project, and you have got others in the space, but I think this space is there and it can be shared because I really do like what they're doing. So go research on layer 0 and what they're actually looking to do, because I think you'll be surprised and I think it will open your eyes. I really do like what they're doing. Now it's currently down 8.40% at $7.19, ranked 11th by market cap. Again, I think this is a really strong project. Didn't perform as we thought it was going to in the previous bull cycle, but I think it will perform as we thought it would in the next one. So, you know, I think this one's just taken a little bit of time to get up to speed, but I really do like it and I'm interested to get your views and opinions. So do let me know in the comments below. And again, I am invested in Polygon. I am invested in Polkadot, and I'm invested in a lot of these projects, right? They are really strong altcoins that I expect to go on and do wonderful things. But don't take my word for it. Go do your research, because there's no substitute for doing your own research, right? Never trust any influencer and what they're telling you, right? Go back it up. Make sure that what they're saying is accurate, right? Moving on, and it has to be Cardano. Everybody knows I'm a big fan of Cardano. A layer 1 protocol. I think this has got superior technology to many others, much slower in its approach to going live. And I think this is important, right? Rather than being rushed to market and seeing lots of like errors, bugs, and things, hacks, all these sorts of things, you're not seeing that with Cardano. And that's because I don't think it's been rushed to market. It's easier to write insecure code on projects like Ethereum than it is on Cardano. Doesn't mean that you can't write inaccurate code on Cardano, and it doesn't mean that every code on Ethereum is bad. But what it does mean is that this is set up to succeed, and I really do like that. Again, lots going on. They are literally destroying all proof of stake protocols. They are number one when it comes to proof of stake by number of delegators and so forth. And for me, that just is just a little bit of, reasoning to go spend some time. This is one that VCs aren't really wanting you to know about. They're not talking about being invested in it. But I'm telling you now, there's a lot of institutional money going into Cardano. I really rate this one. We will be having Charles on the channel, so do make sure that you've ticked that notification bell and you subscribe so you don't miss that one, because that one's going to be a really good interview. Now, the other things that I would add, obviously there's over 1,000 projects building in the background on the Cardano ecosystem. So with the next upgrade, it's going to be interesting to see how we start to hear more and more about these projects that are building on Cardano. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Currently down 5.96% at the time of recording at 0.474, ranked 8th by market cap, and I am expecting it to flip XRP and go to 7th within the coming weeks or months. So definitely keep an eye on this one and let me know your thoughts. Really interested to get your views and opinions. Moving on, and Atom. Again, this is a project we don't tend to talk about that much on the channel. It's one of those, it doesn't tend to get a lot of views when we do put out videos on Atom. Again, a layer 0 protocol, very similar to Polkadot. One that I would definitely recommend going to do some research on. I do think that it's going to do really, really well. There's going to be heaps of big projects building on some of these protocols like Polkadot and Cosmos. And I think these two projects can live, I want to say in harmony, side by side, and, both get good market share in that sector. So, do let me know what your thoughts and opinions are in the comments below. I think this is, again, another solid project. Now, it's currently $14.19 and it's down 10.49% at the time of recording, and it's ranked 22nd by market cap. So it's going to be interesting to see where this one goes. I do think this one is going to be an absolute baller in the next bull market. So, let me know what your thoughts and opinions are. Again, all of these projects are the strongest in the space, in my opinion. So yeah, definitely go look at Cosmos. Moving on, and it had to be VeChain. VeChain has to make the list. Now, we talk to the team fairly regular, really like what they're doing. They are literally the dons when it comes to supply chain, but they are more than just supply chain, even breaking into the US market recently. For me, this one's going to be an interesting project. Now, lots of people don't like the tokenomics for this one, but, I think that, this one is one that you should be definitely looking at and looking past perhaps the tokenomics. I do think this one's going to do well long term. But do let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Currently ranked 33rd by market cap, down 6.67% at the time of recording at 0.02383. I do think that this is an absolute bargain. But let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Moving on, and we've got Chainlink. I can't leave Chainlink out. Everybody knows that this is a volatile asset, but it is the king upon kings when it comes to oracles. Now, for me, oracles are something that are going to be really needed when it comes to metaverse and all other areas within Web3. So they've got a huge array of partnerships, almost unremovable from the space, and for that reason it had to make the list. I do think that this one is the leader and is going to continue to be the leader when it comes to oracles. Currently ranked 23rd by market cap at $7.27, down 7.74% at the time of recording. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on Chainlink. Had to make the top 10. Moving on, and we've got Hedera Hashgraph. Obviously, this is not blockchain technology, it's Hashgraph, but this is a project that I do think is going to do really well. I do like their, I guess their, I don't know what you would call it, your governance council with huge players a part of that council. So this is a project that I think is going to do really well, just listed on Coinbase I believe as well. So a project to definitely keep your eye on, one we've talked about an awful lot on the channel, and we've also had Christian from Hedera on the channel for an interview, so definitely worth digging into that interview if you're interested in Hedera Hashgraph. So definitely check it out. It's ranked 38th by market cap. It's down 8.38% at the time of recording at 0.0637. Really do like this project. Think that it's going to do really well long term. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Interested to know. Moving on, and we've got Algorand. Now Algorand, again, a layer 1 protocol. It's saying the world's most green, scalable, decentralized. I think a lot of projects are saying that. Whether it is actually that is questionable when you consider the likes of Cardano, which I think is probably the most decentralized. And then you've got the question of how decentralized are any of these blockchains when you consider the likes of Solana is just able to flick an on and off switch. So regardless of that, this is great technology underneath the hood, and I think this one's going to do really well. Again, we don't really talk about it too much on the channel just purely because it doesn't get that many views, but I think that will be something that changes over time. I really do like some of the marketing stuff that they're doing, and I think this one's going to do really well. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about Algorand in the comments below. Currently ranked 30th by market cap, down 5.99% at the time of recording at 0.3007. Again, I think this is an absolute steal, but just as a reminder, I do expect lower lows. So I do think you're going to pick up, potentially all of these altcoins much cheaper, within the next 2-3 months. I really do believe that, wholeheartedly believe that. Moving on, and it has to be Gala Games. Now, we all know that the gaming industry is a big industry. We know that it's going to be huge when you consider gamers are going to be able to have the potential to earn from playing the games they love playing. I think it's inevitable that gaming is going to move into the crypto sector very heavily, and because of that I do think the likes of Gala Games are going to do really well. Now there's lots of projects I could have called out, but I think Gala Games is probably the strongest in this sector. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Currently ranked 101st by market cap, down 6.07% at the time of recording at 0.04799. Again, I think this one's really good, and one to definitely do some research on. I do think it's going to do really well. And the 10th and final project that I'm going to call out that I think is strong, I think it's going to do well, I think it's well funded, I think it's great tech, and that has to be SDAO. Everybody knows that I like SDAO. Everybody knows that I'm quite happy to potentially sell off a lot of my altcoins, but one that I'm not going to be selling is this one. I do think this one's going to do really well. Basically, it's like a hedge fund, but with for cryptocurrencies with their Dynasets. I think this is really powerful technology. I think this is going to be a technology that is adopted by company offices, hedge funds, and institutional players. And for me, it's one of those utilizing AI and machine learning. I think this one is just next level. Do let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. And again, I think this is an absolute steal. SDAO at 0.3622, down 8.24% at the time of recording. Now, my prediction on this one is, a token price or a coin price above $6 in the next bull cycle. I think this one's going to do really, really well. So that's a number of X's there. But don't take this as financial advice. Go do your research. Go research these projects. These, for me, are the strongest altcoins in a very volatile market that we expect to see lower lows. Terrible financial landscape at the moment that is impacting not just the crypto market but all financial instruments. So one thing that I am saying here is no FOMOing into any of these projects. I am merely highlighting these ones to you, giving my thoughts and opinions on them. I am not encouraging you to go buy these now. I'm encouraging you to go research them now and then find the ones that resonate with you. And then, you make your own financial decisions. But I think when those lower lows come, these projects are going to be the projects to get involved in. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. I treat this as educational purposes only. And make sure you make your own financial decisions. If you enjoyed the video, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.